caveman. Howdy, y'all. Cold day here in central Missouri. I'm going to do a short video, as usual, my short videos that run forever, about my fishing, my bass fishing channel, and some changes I'm going to make and why I'm going to make them. For the very few folks that watch this, I appreciate it, but I think y'all get a kick out the direction I'm going to take this thing, I hope. We'll see. I'm DW Verts again. I'll be back in just a second. I'm getting my fingers warmed up because it's freaking cold. So here's the deal on how this is going to work. I'm going to take my philosophy of bass fishing, put my money where my mouth is, kind of deal there. I'm anti-modern day bass fishing. I'm anti-modern day a lot of things. I do not own a cell phone. Boy, every day creates contention between me and other folks that I ain't got a phone. I don't want a cell phone. Not saying I won't ever have another one, but I don't know what it'd take to make that happen. So, look at that hair. Is that groovy? That's Ted Nugent hair right there, y'all. The technology, and we got to draw the line, where is the technology issue at? Because everything we do in life, from the fuel injection on my truck, which I love fuel injection. Remember the old days, y'all, you older guys, you know what I'm talking about. Where do you draw the line? For me, it's forward-seeking sonar. Live, seeing what the fish are doing in response to your bait, in response to how you approach them, etc., etc. I don't like that. I think spot lock on troll motors is wonderful. GPS on depth finder is great. Power poles, excellent idea, especially just for beaching a boat. High dollar anchor. So I am not going to go back to caveman bassing, which I come up with that last year, caveman bass fishing. What would that be? Because bass fishing is a modern sport the way we do it. I mean, in the 20s and 30s, last century, oh my God. In the 1920s, wow, you know, bass fishing came popular. It used square steel rods. Use the old, like Fluger and Shakespeare bait catch, whatever. It had no level wind. I've tried that. That's hard. And I may do some of that. Go out with cotton line or dacron, even braided line would be close. Throwing old wooden topwaters with that, if I find one of those rods, even a solid fiberglass rod would be pretty old. I started out with solid fiberglass fishing poles. I remember what they were like. I caught fish with them. Glad I don't have to use them nowadays. But that may be fun. I'm thinking I may do some wading this year, which I'm not as good at. That'll be some footage because I'm going to get extra wet sometime. I fully intend, I tried to do this last year, tool dipping. Old-fashioned cane pole with a jig or a plastic worm on a rod on the end of that cane pole. I could not find a cane pole or a fiberglass pole. It's all whippy panfish brim stuff. I couldn't find anything. I really intend to do that. Now, but what do I do that out of? Do I do that out of a boat? A kayak? Well, kayaks are a fairly new invention. I guess a canoe, I'm not fishing out of a canoe because I really will get wet out of a canoe. So, point being, where do you draw the line at what technology is or isn't? Treble hooks, sharp fishing hooks technology, it's modern as heck. I'm going to go out with a jig I tie out of, I don't know, starling feathers and marabou off a blue jay's breast. And a bone fish hook? I don't think so. Because there's always guys that say, well, technology for me, I'm drawing a line at Panoptics, at forward-seeking radar love. That's where I'm drawing the line. If that's not a good enough line, let me know what y'all think. So I'm changing the name of my channel and the scope of my channel. Not caveman bass fishing. I'm thinking back to basics bass fishing. I really am going to take this back to the way that I grew up doing it, and I was successful. I won a lot of tournaments fishing the way that I fish. And I kind of intend to fish some tournaments this year because a couple days ago I bought another bass boat. that'll be the next video. Pretty quick. I already filmed that video with the intro. I already got that. I got to thinking on the way home from a while ago, looking at this boat, getting the titles and stuff for it, about maybe I need to do more of an intro video from this direction. So here's what I got. This boat is going to be a project. I talk about that in this next video. Maybe do it right away after this one. And I'm keeping it simple, stupid. I'm going to put a graph on the console. I let the guy keep his depth finder. So I'm going to talk about all that. I'm going to keep it simple. I'm using a flasher in the front. I caught a lot of fish over the years with no depth finder in a boat at all, or flasher. I plan to fish some tournaments this way. Yeah, up against Panoptics guys. Forward-seeking radar love flunkies. I'm going to get my butt handed to me, but I would like to say I could be the first guy out. Bass fishing is you against the bass, you against nature, not you against another man. Competition brings that in, but I have been beat way more times by myself fishing, and tournaments or not. Even a regular day in the water, you beat yourself more often than the fish beat you. Once in a while, the fish are absolutely ignorant, but generally you beat yourself. Your head goes into the game too far and you screw yourself right out of it. I know that. If I could get back to my primordial self, that's the plan. Plus, it also sets me up for failure, and I'm really good at failure. That makes sense, y'all? Caveman bass fishing, that'd be cool, except it wouldn't be caveman. I'm going to be in a fiberglass bass boat, maybe still my aluminum boat. I haven't decided if I'm going to sell it or not. I love my kayak. I think I'm going to do some wading this year. I'm also going to fish some tournaments, Lord willing, because it's an expensive deal, and I find every day how poor I really am. Thanks for watching, y'all. God bless. The other video will be coming up right behind this one in a matter of minutes or a day. See y'all later.